Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000.
Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000.
Hello everybody, I'm Ramsis.
And I'm TheVespor.
And we're here for another edition of Vesper's Retro Reviews, our fighting edition for Season 4, that's right. And now we're getting really deep into things as we have another classic that many of you might not have remembered, but it is a very cool accomplishment that they were able to do. We're in the year 2000 now, where fighting games have been on the market for 20 years. So what did they do? They took the two biggest fighting franchises and combined them together. That's right, we have Capcom versus SNK, Millennium Fight 2000. What a great idea. They took all the Capcom Street Fighters, mixed them in with all the SNK King of Fighters franchise. So we had Street Fighter versus King of Fighters pretty much, which was very impressive to do. These two were very competitive against each other. It was like, oh, which game system better? Capcom, oh, it's SNK. Well, now the question has been answered. In August of 2000, we got the arcade version of Capcom versus SNK.
King of Fighters and Street Fighter 2 is still making many titles to this day, although I still believe that their glory days were back when we were around in our prime. So this comes after X-Men versus Street Fighter. And you know what? That game helped open up so many crossovers. And you know what? They continue to this day, and they're so fun. So we decided to do one that some people may not remember.
Right, and the second one is actually more memorable. And this is one of those debates. Which Capcom vs. SNK game is better? I like the second one, but I do recognize the first as being revolutionary for what it was. But I do think Capcom vs. SNK 2 was the better game, but that's besides the point. I think this is the one we should showcase because this was really when fighting games realized that it is a franchise. It is important. It is competitive. And why not put the two franchises together into one great game? And the deal they had, and there's like a little interesting story to it. Capcom and SNK agreed to do this, but the deal was Capcom gets to make some, and SNK gets to make some. Now, Capcom made two, as I just said. SNK made one, which will come out much later. The problem was SNK was having some financial problems, so the game sort of got put on the back burner, but they still had the rights to it. So eventually when all the rights and the money and everything was taken care of, there was an SNK versus Capcom game made on the SNK engine, but this is done by the Capcom company now. So the game we're talking about here was Capcom produced, all right? But just realize there was also SNK's version because that was the deal. Each company got to make their own version of it, and that was kind of cool. So what is unique to this game besides the fact that you're mixing two different franchises? Well, there's the ratio system, and that's going to play a very big part in the game. Every character is given a ranking from 1 to 4. Boss characters pretty much are 3, average characters are 2, and the weaker characters are 1. And this is just how many characters you're going to have on your team, but they're weaker. So if you have ones, they don't have as much energy and they don't take off as much, but you can have more of them. Or if you have a 3, you have just like one powerful unit and a small character. So that's the idea, ratio. You had to always equal 4, and that's only in this one. In Capcom versus SNK 2, they let you pick up to 3 characters and then they just mix it up. This one, it's preset which characters are what, so that's what they changed. There is actually a storyline to this. Believe it or not, they came up with a storyline to this game. Like, why are they fighting together? Well, the reason is in 2000, the year this game came out, a special martial arts event is called together, and the two most powerful organizations are bringing it together. So the SNK side is run by Garcia Financial Click, and the Street Fighter side is run by Masters Foundation, and Masters Foundation, of course, is Ken, right? Ken Masters, that's who runs that. And they had to fight together to see who's the best, and it's all political, but this whole tournament will decide who's the best. So it's a nonsense story. Who cares about the story? That doesn't even matter. It's just the fact that they brought all these famous iconic characters together.
So, some things about this wonderful game. It was released in the arcade, the Dreamcast, and actually the PlayStation. It's really cool.
Yes, and we're going to play the arcade version because I think that's the best way to go about it. You can play all the versions are pretty much the same. The only difference is the PlayStation has a little lag. It is on a PlayStation, so you will have a lot of now loading, and it'll be a little different looking. But pretty much they're all the same, so no matter what version you play. But the Dreamcast / arcade versions are the best if you want to get the full experience for this game. And we're going to do the arcade. That's what we're going to decide here. So, as always, I am going to give you a little precursor. We are not fighting experts. This game is just going to be played on the regular default arcade level. I'm not changing any of the settings. Take it for what it is. This is just for fun. If it's set to too easy, that's whatever. This is the original default setting that the arcade is found on, and that's all I'm going to play this at.
That's right. If you want a speedrunner and an expert, find somebody besides us, because we are not experts at these games.
Absolutely not, and we're just showcasing. We are a review show, a retro show, so I think this is a great step, because we like to show all different years. You know, we focus mostly on 80s and 90s, but I think 2000s has a lot to offer too, and this is early 2000s, and I think the Capcom vs. SNK was the next step to take this all in before it went to Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4, 5, 6, wherever we're up to now. This was the next step. Mix it together, and I think it worked very well. We'll see how this all goes. So, before we start, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and of course,
ring that bell
so we can bring you many more where this came from. We're heading deep into our fighting retrospective here. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it. Hit that subscribe button, join us. We have a few more games to go. And at the end of our season, that's right, the end of season 4, which is in March, we're going to give a full retroception of all the games we played, so you don't want to miss a single episode. That's right, folks. All right, so let's get into it here. Alright, so you get grooves. That's the thing with this game. You can pick the Capcom groove or the SNK groove, and that's just the style you want to emulate. Each system had a different one. Capcom is like Street Fighter Alpha, where you had the bar and the 3 power-ups. SNK had its own version. These are the Tier 2 characters, so these are all the default Street Fighter and King of Fighter characters that you find in the game. No bosses. One or lower tier, which I don't agree with some of these. I think it's like, you know...
Dhalsim should not be tier 1.
And these are all the boss characters will be ratio 3, alright? I'm going to pick Sagat, my favorite character. And to equal him out, I'm going to pick a ratio 1. Let's see, who would be good with him? I don't know.
Pick a chick, because, you know, hey...
How about this chick, Blanka?
That's not a chick. I'm not even sure if he's a dude.
I'm actually gonna play Turbo, and now you get to pick who you want first. You pick the order. I'll pick Sagat first, I think. Let him start off, and Blanka could be the backup. Here we go.
Do you love, though, the robot voice in the background?
And then you get a little cinematic to start each, so you're supposed to be looking through the dragon eye to start it out. That's kind of cool. And you get the robot, yeah, that robot voice. Alright, so here we go. So it's the guy from Street Fighter Alpha. It's pretty much the same exact everything. They didn't change anything about the character.
Well, that's the beauty of these crossover games. Unless they're doing something entirely different, you can't really improve perfection.
And now you're graded on every move you see. You see that S, A, B, C, D? You're given a grade for how you did on every single fight here.
So is this like a points-based system?
Yes, so the GPS is your point system. And now, oh, look at Mai, one of your favorite characters, right?
Yes, she has very strong assets.
Yes, she and Elvira are pretty similar. So, like I said, it's the first fight. It's going to be very simple.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, though.
There's an uppercut.
When you're watching this...
Watch this. Oh, yeah, we got you.
Well, you missed with the uppercut.
Yeah.
But you can tell this is definitely the first level of a fighting game, where you can just walk through it with your eyes closed.
So look, I got 63 points for that fight, and then it's the same laugh. There you go, that's good.
And you see at the top, I just noticed they have the rating system.
Yeah, so you know who you're fighting. So as you say, my power is without question.
Holy crap, look at their noses.
Alright, so now who are we fighting? So now we're fighting a team of 3, because they're all different ratios there, you see?
Well, I'll tell you one thing, I mean, like, Sagat's definitely going to win, like, ugly here. Or, you continue to tell that he's a bad guy?
How?
It's easy. He's got an eye patch, he's got a scar on his chest, and he's scowling at you.
Yeah, well.
And he's got that crooked nose.
And now we're fighting in my home field. Just a weird coincidence. So this is Thailand, yeah.
I like Sagat better attitude to this. I'm just going to beat you up. I'll be a fan. I mean, there's only a few characters I actually like from King of Fighters. I always found Street Fighter to be more enjoyable because, while the moves are similar in both series, it was always easier for me to play Street Fighter 2 because that's all they had in the area where I grew up was Street Fighter.
That's true. Street Fighter was... Oh, wait. So these are all ratio 1s, so I'm going to have to fight 4 of them, it looks like. But they're going to be very easy. Ratio 1s have less energy and hit... And I'm using a ratio 3, as you can see on the top there.
Well, I don't agree with Dhalsim being a ratio 1.
Yeah, I don't either. I think he should be 2. But they needed some 1s, I guess, to equal things out. But I don't think Dhalsim should.
Well, put Dan as a freaking level 1. Holy cow.
He's not even in this. He's in the other versions of it.
Oh, I know. But right there, he's doing the teleporting. That was what made him at least a tier 2, is because he could always appear behind you.
Yes. But he didn't have that till Super Street Fighter 2, don't forget.
And this one, don't you mean?
Well, this is after that.
Exactly.
See, I got an A for
You know,
that.
at this point, it almost feels like tier 3s are just broken. So I can see why they got rid of
Yeah,
these.
that's why they changed it in the later ones, where 3 is going to beat up a 1 very easily. It's not even a contest. And you get energy back at the end of the match, too, for the next round.
No, I can see what they're doing and saying. Not all characters are made the same.
That's gotta hurt.
She's, I would agree, tier 1 as well.
Yeah, she's just training, and she's mimicking Ryu pretty much.
Now, guys, I will be fully honest with you. I don't know much about King of Fire. I just know Terry Bogard.
Oh, yeah,
And Mai.
He's in this game, yeah.
Those are my two that I know. Why isn't Terry like his tier 3? He was a hero.
Nope, he's 2. Uh-oh, she goes through everything. I don't know this character. I never played this game.
I don't know either. Vice. All I know is that, you know, if she won against Sagat, I would just say that's the power of God and anime at that point.
Yeah, she's avoiding everything. So the AI is pretty good in this. Wow, yeah, she's evading everything.
And that's a tier 1. So I guess not even tier 1s are all made the same.
No. Whoa, where'd that come from?
Well, I mean,
Oh, nah.
you are talking crap about them, so they decided to,
Up their game a little. Oh, I got a Tiger Crush. Wow, that was a high kick. Did you see how high up I went?
yeah, these tier 1s I would say are totally unfair against a tier 3.
Alright, let's see
Like,
what
if you
I
took a
say.
tier 3, I think you just win.
Practice
automatically.
all you want. You will never be good enough to defeat me. So he's very bad on this game, huh? Because he becomes a good guy sort of in later games.
Well, it only took Dan for him to become a good guy.
Yes. I think I'll still go Sagat. He's doing fine. Why change it? And now we have the stars of each game. Ryu and oh, what's this? Little arcade
minigame?
game?
Oh, that's pretty cool. That's definitely an SNK thing.
Oh, that's the
right,
scenery. Yeah, that's funny. All right, that's kind of cool they did that. Kaio, yeah, he is the main star of SNK, King of Fighters, that is. So they put
Is he?
Kaio and Ryu together, yeah.
I thought it was Terry Bogard. Am I thinking of the wrong
No,
series?
Terry's in there too.
I remember the old anime, and Terry
Kaio is the
Bogard
guy.
was the hero.
Well, this guy is supposed to be also.
Well, like I said, I don't know. That's a long time ago I watched this, so... I will say, though, that before Street Fighter finally got good anime, King of Fighters had the best fighting anime at the time.
Oh, I'll agree with that. Oh, there he goes. Right left. Yep.
But here's the thing.
Now, did they do anything with Ryu? Yeah, his scar sparkle. Did you see that?
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Get him, Ryu. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be rooting for you, aren't I?
Yeah, that worked for Ryu.
You can tell that this is more of a closer battle. Except he's doing it wrong. Oh, here we go.
Oh, I canceled it.
Yeah, tier 2 and tier 3 are fine. They should just made everybody tier 2s and be done with it.
Yeah,
Because all they're doing is adjusting the damage here.
Yes, it's just how much energy you have and damage.
And I can see why, you know, people like the second one better.
Yes. Second one is better, but people love this one for its, originality.
But as you notice, that his hurricane kick there just does very short distance.
Yep.
Unless he's doing that on purpose with like a weak kick.
That's true, might be that. Alright, what do I say? A true warrior can win under any circumstances.
You weren't saying that whenever you got your butt handed to you by Ryu.
Well, I just beat Ryu, so there you go. Alright, so it's Cammy and Rugal. Oh, he's good. He's on my same level now.
Well, here's my question for you. Didn't Akuma, wasn't Akuma out by this point?
Yeah, Kuma was out.
Why don't they have him as a boss?
He's in the second one as a boss, not this one, though. I don't know why he wasn't in this one. Oh, do you notice the arcadeception? The
Yep.
arcade
Oh,
we're
that's
playing
awesome.
is in the background there?
I like the fact you're fighting in and out of a arcade and nobody notices this.
Yes, the game we're fighting in is right there. That's fun.
So you didn't notice all the fireballs being thrown. Why is yours blue? Are you powered up or something?
I don't know. Supposed to be
I thought they
orange.
were orange. Or
Well-
did I just totally not notice it
Oh,
till now?
I think you just totally didn't notice. Psycho.
I like the game in the background. Has Kiyu on it.
Yes.
So, I mean, the strategy is if you have one, is to chip away at the tier 3, I guess.
Yeah, you just gotta keep picking it up then. Alright, so now the next guy is a tier 3, so this is my equal here, Rugal. And he has the Black Panther, you know? This is like the big boss of.
I like how he just walks. Oh, there you go. That's totally cheese right there.
And he can bounce it back.
Are you just going to sit here and just keep doing this?
Whoa.
He's heading you to your butt. You know that if you had to face him with Blanka, you're dead. He'll like two-shot you.
Yeah, I know. That's not good.
That's not good balance on the gang's part. I love how they're being cute with the time at the top and not putting a decimal in there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he countered you. Well, this is going to be a close one.
I still have Blanka, don't forget.
It's still going to be close because you look how much he's powering through you. You need at least one more hit. There you go. He sort of stopped kind of... Oh, wow.
He jumped. Well, that's a 3 versus 3 right there.
Deadly. The 3s are just too powerful, though.
A warrior does not take a step back. A warrior takes on all challengers.
I don't necessarily like the art forms of these for the game.
Well, it's supposed to be SNK, like, I think?
Definitely SNK did the art.
Yeah. Oh, now it's a 3 on 2.
So 2 and 2 1s.
What we got? We got a brick wall? Oh, yeah, brick wall. So we're in the city now. Who is this guy? I don't even know.
You know, Sagat, I would say
Then
don't walk in the back streets with no shoes on.
I know, that looks terrible. He must be really hurting this street. Hey, cool.
Tygo.
Hey, go.
Tygo. Tygo, I protect. What's a Tygo?
A Tygo? I don't know. What is a Tygo? Tygos.
You're a scrub, whoever you are. Biddy Maru.
He's a tier 1, right? Yeah.
So SNK's like, we'll just make most of our characters tier 1. I'm like, what?
Well, I can see why this guy is. I never even heard of him. Wow. Oh, there's Blanka.
Definitely would not consider him a tier 1.
Yeah, I think he'd be 2. I don't. I mean, they needed people for 2, but I don't think he's 1. He's a good fighter.
That's what I said. Most of all these fighters, I mean, unfortunately, SNK really does have a lot of weaker fighters.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't look good for a franchise. We go, all my characters are weak.
Right, so we had to put some Street Fighters on there.
So we decided to make the guy that can teleport, stretch his arms, and breathe fire a tier 1.
Pretty much.
And we also decided to put the guy that can generate electricity as a tier 1.
Try again, kid. That's what he said.
It sounded like he said, try again, like Razor Ramon.
Try again.
Chica.
Yeah, Chica. So Ken versus Sagat. Not as cool as as Ryu versus Sagat, but...
We're not even trying here, man. You're sitting here like, usually you pause a long time when we're talking and focusing on this. These guys are so easy.
Yeah, you got this. Tier 3 is just overpowered, you know? Oh.
Yeah, except when you do your super right into that. I will say, though, that this does look really good, and I like the fact you actually see those shadows. Do you notice that?
I think the art style and graphics are great on this. I mean, it is a 2000 game. I get it. It should be a little better at this point.
As you both hit each other in the face.
I meant to do that. I wouldn't be laughing out of that. That wasn't a good hand.
And there's those arrows.
A 2 warrior can win under any circumstances.
Don't you have anything else to say besides that? That's getting kind of lame.
Oh, here's the boss, Geese. So this is it. He's a level 4, I think, right?
Oh, there's level 4?
Or is he at 3? I don't know. Let's see.
He must be tough.
Oh. Alright, open the doors. Open the door.
That guy's got a lot of doors.
Cannot escape from death.
Well, you're either very strong or very lucky. But just hope you're strong because your luck has just run out. It doesn't matter what you have accomplished. Now, let's see who's the strong and who is the weak.
You know, it'd be awful silly if you lost.
Well, it's a 3 versus 3, so I got a shot. Oof. Oof.
Oh, you do a fierce one, make it go fast.
Oof.
Oh, he's pulling your tricks on you. I'm going to stay here and spam Sagat's fireballs in the corner. You can't do anything about it. Now he's like, I'll show you.
Wait. Let me block. Hey, he's dodging.
Oh, look at that. That seems awful cheesy. D, yeah, you're not getting much on your GPS. Tygo. You're going to get an engagement in hand-to-hand combat into fisticuffs. You're not listening to me, Ramses.
I'm focusing here, thank you very much.
Uh-huh.
He got one.
You're going to get him, too. Now let's see if Blanka can do anything.
Well, it's up to Blanka now. Alright, so I finally get to use Blanka's. That's a good thing.
Is it? Watch him like one hit you.
No, I'm gonna nom him. There we go. Tastes like villain.
Tastes like jackass. Perfect him with Blanka. That's embarrassing.
Well, I think there's another round, Vespor. Yep, there is. You went too far this time. I underestimated you a bit, but now I know you are dead meat this time. Alright, here we go. It's up to Blanka now. Alright, let's see how I can do. Hey, so far so good, Vespor.
So he goes over your flying. That's actually good.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell me you can just cheese him?
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Is he like a secret tier 2 or something? Like I said, look at this. This is not a tier 1 fighter.
No, I don't know why he's ranked 1. He's better than that.
There's other people I definitely put at tier 1. Not him. Shampoo gun? That's what it sounds like he's saying. Shampoo gun! I mean, he is a pretty boy. This is what's hilarious. I think that's the reason you can do so well is because most of his attacks are... Oh, you missed. You missed.
No, I didn't miss that time.
Nom.
Let's go for it. There we go.
There we go.
Alright, Blanka's the hero.
Apparently, Geese's weakness is Blanka.
Yes. Who knew? Ah, you are weak and stupid. You beat me, but you won't finish me off? This is the code of the Street Fighters? How touching. But...
This is where he pulls out a gun and shoots you.
I will never accept that. Next time we meet, I will...
So he's just crazy.
There we go. And the building explodes.
Well now.
News report. Alright, let's see. Good afternoon. This is News Combo 7. The final match of the Martial Arts Festival of Millennium Fight was held in the Central Dome today. The winners are Mr. Joe Hagishi and Dan Habicki.
You said Dan wasn't out, so there's Dan.
With their faces being... And now we have news of an explosion. We have a report that the top floor of the Geese Tower located at X in O City exploded today at 9:05. Reports state that no one was in the building during the explosion and that there are no casualties thus far. Owner of the building, Mr. Geese Howard, has been missing since last night. We will report to you as soon as new information comes in. Now for the weather forecast. Alright, so here's the credits, Vespor. What do you think? So what do you think of the game? Was that good?
Actually, to be truthful, that wasn't too bad of a game. I can now see why later buying crossover games where they were like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, we could tag them out, is a lot more exciting than this. Although I do like this idea. I like the idea of choosing 2 fighters, so if one dies, they come in for the next round. You have to use them till they're up.
Yes.
I think it's a great idea, but unfortunately, it's much more fun when you do tag team combos and stuff.
Oh, I agree. That's why they changed it up. It's exciting when you can tag in and tag out and do things, you know. This is great. You know, you get a fighter and you can focus on it, but I think they realized it's a lot better when you can do tag teaming in and out. But it's still a great start, and it was a great mixture of the Capcom and SNK franchises into one exciting game.
I agree, but I hate to say it, but a lot of this is taken away from the fact that the characters that I know and love from King of the Fighters is very shallow, and you get a lot more fun out of this game if you knew more of the King of the Fighters series, which I don't. But that being said, it's a solid fighting game, although I do think that the rating system actually held it back. They should have all been about the same power level.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's put in my name here. Let's see. How did we do? First place? Eh?
Oh, wow, that's pretty nice. And it'll forget this as soon as you're done entering your name.
Well, all right. You don't have to be,
Because after all, when you turn off the machine, guess what? That's a new day and a new champion.
Well, for now, I am the champion. Let's see.
Or is he, folks?
Yep, there it is. 66.740, Sagat Blanka.
Oh, so you practiced before?
Oh.
I saw 2 Rams there. First place, second place.
I don't know what you're talking about, Vespor. This was an original gameplay thing.
Well, that definitely was. You definitely beat it in one playthrough.
Well, I definitely did, and I'm glad we added this to our fighting retrospective. I think this is not as popular a game, but we don't only do popular games. We do games that are important to remember in the fighting history of our retro period. I think that's why I picked a game like this. Like, we've already done Capcom games. We're going to do an SNK game, so look forward to that. And we're going to do some other surprises to finish things off. But I think this is fun. It just shows the evolution of where fighting games were going, where you had the franchise now in one game together instead of competing, and they had to come up with a way to mix it. And I think they did a pretty good job of it. I like it. I like the second one better, but I think it's proper to show the first one for a retrospective like this. That's why I picked this one. And it's lesser known. Everyone knows the second one. The first one's a little less popular, so I like to showcase a game that not as many people have seen,
Oh, absolutely. Now, it was a very fun show, and it showed us some King of Fighters, popular fighters, and of course, great fighters from Street Fighter, and I do believe that they could have used Dan as a playable character because, after all, why the heck not? But I shouldn't say that because we know why he wasn't in this game. He was too busy winning the tournament where nobody else could.
Yes, they were all fighting geese, and he won the tournament. That was the joke of this whole ending here. All right, so we'll be back for more of this. Hopefully you've been enjoying our fighting series. Let us know what your memories of the Capcom vs. SNK series are. We might showcase some other stuff. There was a second one, like I said, and it was also SNK vs. Capcom, so maybe we'll show some games that won't be part of the retrospective, but we might show that as a separate video, so definitely let us know if you want to see that, and that will be showing up sometime soon. That's all for now, folks.
Well, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and
ring that bell, and we'll see you all next time for more on Vested Retro Reviews, our fighting retrospective. Stay tuned for our final ranking of this game, and stay tuned for a lot more. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Capcom.
Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000.
Capcom versus SNK. Millennium Fight 2000.